Hello YouTube, welcome back to Driving Up Stocks. Happy Monday to you all. If your area is the same as mine, a lot of people are returning to work today, so good luck to you out there. Stay safe, make sure you're practicing good social distancing, and I'm sure your state area is probably requiring you to wear a mask. Mine is over here. Check this out. Big thanks to my future mother-in-law. She made me a couple of masks with the Incredibles on them. Pretty slick. I got some with dog paws. Awesome. I got like plenty. I don't have to wash any the entire work week. It's great. Thank you. Thank you, Mom. Thank you. If you notice my shirt, that is not where I work. This place is actually a now defunct fine dining restaurant. I worked there when, like, right out of high school in the summer and kind of the first couple semesters I was in college 20 years ago. And the shirt still fits. It's real nice. As you all know, I just moved. In the process of moving, you get into boxes of old stuff that you haven't touched in years and years and years. This shirt produced itself there, so I thought I would make this a nice work shirt because there's really no sentimental attachment to it. So if you see that, don't be looking for Janet's. It's a out of business fine dining restaurant up here in the great state of Ohio, specifically Northwest. So getting into our Robinhood portfolio challenge. What is this? Like update number 49. This will cover us to the end of the trading week that ended May 1st, Friday. We ended the trading week at $168.60. We were up just shy of $10 on the week. It ended up being a really good week till right at the end. Our percentage increase from the previous week was about just under 6%, 5.85% up on the week. So pretty decent week. As I'm sure most of you that are into the stock market and investing or business in general probably already know, it was a very good trading week last week, right up until Friday. Somebody decided they were going to throw out something like, hey, let's start talking about China tariffs again, and then throw them in the garbage. All those stocks, just cash them out. See ya. Stock market's down again. Son of a gun. Anyhow, we will survive. We always do. So, since our last update, I only made one trade. I had like 35 cents of buying power or something, and JCPenney dipped. Again, I'm trying to average that down as much as I can so that if it has any kind of spike at all, I can get out of there and make some money. So, like I said, I had 35 cents. It dropped down below 25. So I bought one share at like 24.8 cents, something like that. So that puts me at like 36 shares of JCPenney, I believe it is. So my average cost on those is right at 28 cents now. So I am getting that down. So as I get a couple extra cents here and there, and it's low, I am trying to buy those to get that average cost down. But that was the only trade I made since, again, my last update. Normally I do my update on, my midweek comes out on Thursday. Had some stuff going on, so I didn't release that till Friday. But I just kept the information the same. So this is covering the same time span it normally would. What else happened over the weekend? They are talking about Bitcoin having a price halving event where the price is going to cut in half or what. I'm guessing. I haven't read that much into it, but from what I did read and hearing, it kind of reminded me of like a reverse stock split kind of deal, something like that. I might be completely wrong if I am. Like I said, I'm not up on the cryptocurrencies. The cryptocurrencies that I have was completely just an experiment that I was doing for the channel, just to kind of see how you could do swing trading it, day trading it, what you could do. And then I was kind of still playing around with that when all of this Lord Voldemort, you shall not be named, took place in the world. and everything tanked on me. So then I've been stuck sitting on this cryptocurrency I have no interest in. But once in a while I come across an article and I will take a look at it. That was when I just kind of had a literal minute to kill. So I did just skim what I could there in a few seconds, and from what I gathered from it, again, if you're up on cryptocurrencies and whatnot, and you understand that, and you know what's going on with that price halving event, please let me know. Throw it down in the comments. But again, to me, it sounded like a reverse stock split kind of deal, where it's just making it look like there's more out there, more or less. So your per coin amount is going to drop. So it's like right now it's trading at just shy of $9,000 a coin. They'll make it like $4,500 a coin, but then you'll have two. I don't know. I'm assuming that's how it works. Probably the same as a reverse stock split. Again, if you know more about that than I do, which if you know anything about it, you know more about it than I do. Throw that down in the comments. Let me know what this Bitcoin halving thing is all about. But anyhow, get back on point. Reason I brought that up is since that news hit, things were doing better in the stock market last week. That did cause a nice run up on Bitcoin, and there are some people that are saying that that's just going to keep carrying on even after this halving event. That price is still going to keep going up. So I did on the Bitcoin shares, I got to a break-even point. I don't think it ever went above my break-even point to where I could even think about selling my positions in Bitcoin. My Ethereum and Litecoin did not come close. They did make a nice run up, but they didn't get close to a selling point for me. Dogecoin, however, did break into the green. Not enough. I mean, at one point, at its highest, that I was trying to keep an eye on it over the weekend. At its highest point that I personally saw it, I think I was up about 15 or 20 cents. And I just kind of want to make that worth it. And I had a feeling the way everybody was talking that it's going to keep going up. But late Sunday into Monday morning, that did all start to drop down. That is going back up a little bit more now. So I think that's just going to be a few days of up and down. But it does sound like, from what people are saying, that should continue in a positive trend. That's right now is a good pickup point for the cryptos, because they are going to keep climbing, but we'll see how that plays out. From what I've been seeing, it's just a lot of up and down and kind of break-even points. But hopefully here pretty soon, I will be able to sell out at least of my positions on Dogecoin, get rid of those guys, get the heck out of some of this crypto, use that money. I've got about $13, I think it is. I tried to look because I've been guessing, and I probably should have a little better grasp on that, especially for it just being something I was experimenting with. But I think I had about, I thought like 10 or 11 bucks, but I think it's actually closer to $13 I have just in Dogecoin. So I want to sell out of that. I mean, that's going to pick me up potentially two of these nice dividend stocks that I'm trying to grow my positions on. Like, I could get a third share of Designer Brands while it's still low. I mean, that's only trading around $6.50 right now, so that's at a good buy-in point, and that would also help average down. I mean, because right now my current average is $16.20 on that one. So I get into a position at $6.50. I mean, man, that would really, really help me out and go a long way. So by that, I'm not ready to buy any more of the Apple Hospitality REIT because they have suspended their dividend for the time being. I'm not cool with that. So there's no telling if it's going to be a month from now or 3 years from now before they bring their dividend back. So until they do, I'm going to just chill with my one share of Apple. Disney did have some news over the weekend, furthermore into here, that their stock rating has been downgraded because people don't think they're going to be profitable as quickly as they think they are, due to the theme parks being closed indefinitely. We're not sure of how soon we're going to be able to reopen the theme parks, and that's a big chunk of their business, blah, blah, blah. So again, Don't sell your Disney. They're going to rebound. They're just involved in too much. There's other acquisitions there that are, potentially in the works. You never count Disney out. I think I still hold firm that they are going to have a very nice rebound eventually. So now it's just that opportune time to buy in. Again, I'm not a financial expert. I am in no way any kind of advisor. I just read the stuff. I watch the trends. I listen to analysts. I listen to other YouTubers that know a heck of a lot more than I do. And that's kind of how I base my... Okay. I know it's getting warm out, but that doesn't give you any permission to dress like a doofus. This guy looks like a retired tennis star that I just saw at a stop. I don't know. He's got like the baggy shorts and like the little zip up track shirt thing going on, and then like this backwards cap kind of. I can't even describe the look. I'm not doing it any justice. It's go back and try again. It's a look that I did the other day, jokingly, to do a funny picture. Not a look you actually go out in public on. Off track. So sorry. But yeah, stick with Disney. They're gonna be fine. They'll rebound just fine. So it's a good opportunity to buy while it's low. Now, they're not one that does a quarterly dividend. They do twice a year. What do they pay out? February and October, I want to say, are the 2 times a year they pay out. So instead of most of the companies, like your REITs, a lot of them, your ETFs, pay out monthly. Your major companies usually pay out quarterly dividends. Disney pays out twice a year. February, I know for sure, is the first date, and I want to say it's October is the second date they pay out. I'd have to double check. But now it's just a really good time to start increasing your position there in Disney. Build that up for when they do have their next dividend payout. That way you are raring to go and are as invested in them as you can, especially when that starts to run up, man. Just think of how much your portfolio is going to grow and what that's going to look like. Gonna end on a funny story, not stock related, so if you're only here for the stock talk, feel free to check out. If you are here to hear some fun and entertaining things, I'm not going to rant. Normally this is where I throw in a rant. I'm just going to give you kind of a funny little story. So we brought more people back where I work at today. Before it was our coordinator level, up through assistant manager, up through our officers. Today we brought back our team leader level, which is just a step below coordinator. So a lot of people I haven't seen in about 2 months, going around saying hello, hey, good to see you. Actually, it was more like, hey, good to see you, hey, yeah, that kind, because it's kind of hard to hear people and figure out just who's who at first glance, because everybody's half of their face or more is covered in a mask. So taking a little bit of used to. Anywho, one of my more chatty coworkers, I say, hey, how was your time off? How was your quarantine? Great. Most people were just like, oh, great, whatever. See ya. This one was actually real chatty. Glad I'm back to work. Just getting stir crazy at home. Blah blah blah. And then they took a real serious tone. Serious. Yeah. Once they laid us all, or we all did the unemployment thing, I got that last check that week, and then it was 3 weeks later, or however many weeks later, I got my stimulus check, and I had nothing in between there. And, I got through to unemployment. I was one of the lucky ones. I got through within 2 hours. Thought everything was going to be fine, but then it ended up being over 3 weeks later before I got my first unemployment check, and they all came boom, boom, boom. So I'm like, they took a real serious tone, and I'm gearing up for this sob story. Like, we can't feed the kids. They don't have any kids. We couldn't pay the bills. they live with mom and dad. They don't really have any bills. Mom and dad don't charge them anything. But so I'm like waiting, like, what didn't you pay? Did your car get repoed? What happened? You know, because they made it sound like, oh, it was dire straits. I wasn't getting any money for 3 weeks. And they're like, yeah, it just sucked because I really wanted to buy a new gun. And my fiance wanted to buy this brand new gun. And I'm not knocking gun people, but this wasn't one of those cases where, hey, the world is crazy, I need to get a gun to protect myself. This was like, I just want another gun for fun, and oh my gosh, I had to wait a week. Hashtag first world problems. Thank you very much. We will see you all Wednesday for the midweek update. I appreciate your love and support. If you stuck around for this, bless your heart. Thank you. You know, hit that like button, subscribe, share me out to your friends. If you don't share the video out, that's fine, but share my channel out like freaking crazy. I got all my social medias down there, except my MySpace. Not going to go looking up that old garbage. That was just bad. I think my last, anybody else pimp out their profile when you had MySpace? I think I had like mine all decked out and like how, anybody remember the show House? Oh man, I loved House. I think it, like, my background played the played that, had like all the house, oh, it was great, man. My MySpace was pimped out. Woo! Yeah. But yeah, I got my socials down there. Share me out. Give me a like, give me a sub. See y'all Wednesday. Thank you very much. Have a great, fantastic week. Thanks for driving up stocks with us.